Hello, friends. Today we are going to do a meditation that is deeply relaxing and will help you release embedded stress in your body, your mind, and your entire being. This form of meditation is often referred to as Yoga Nidra. If you're not familiar, in Yoga Nidra, we often lay down somewhere very quiet, comfortable. It's nice to have a blanket for Yoga Nidra, perhaps even something to place under your knees like a bolster, but not required. You may also want to have an eye covering such as an eye cushion. And finally, some relaxing aromatherapy. If you'd like lavender, chamomile, or any other essential oil that you find calming and peaceful. It's always so nice to have, but not required. And with that, before we dive into our content, I want to do a very brief body scan to help you determine how to best focus this meditation to meet your own needs. So wherever you are, I invite you to close your eyes briefly. Check in with your body. Where do you notice what feels like accumulated tension, pain, or aches in the body? And intuitively, tension, pain, or aches that might be related to something stressful going on in your life. And once you've identified that, that can be a point of focus for us today in this meditation. In just a moment, we will be getting very comfortable and reclined, but before we do, I want to explain what we're going to be doing in this meditation. We are going to work with the idea or concept of Watsu aquatic therapy. Watsu spelled W-A-T-S-U. Some of you may have experienced it before or heard of it, but likely many of you will not have ever experienced Watsu. Watsu is often done by a therapist, often a massage therapist who is trained in Watsu, in a chest-deep pool of warm water, typically of equal depth all around the circular pool. And the Watsu therapist will gently float you on your back with your face sticking out of the water so you can breathe. The therapist will cradle your head and neck with their arm and perhaps even place their hand under the backside of your heart. Often floats will be placed under your knees or your legs to make your legs a little more buoyant in the water. And then the therapist proceeds to gently, nurturingly move your body through the water, sometimes like a very smooth flowing dance, and sometimes just cradling you so that you feel very nurtured. In my experience, Watsu is one of the most deeply relaxing, restorative, healing modalities I've ever encountered, partly because of the warm water being quite nurturing, partly because often you will have earplugs in, or if your ears aren't sensitive, you will simply just float with your ears in the water to drown out the ambient noises. And also because most Watsu healers are very intuitive, empathic, loving, compassionate healers that are just amazing and nurturing to work with. Watsu, whether you've experienced or not, we are going to have a visceral meditation that helps you really in your body feel the energy of the healing and the restoration. Now, I do invite you to get comfortable, hopefully having a very quiet place to do this meditation. I encourage you to lay down flat on your back. Again, if you'd like a bolster or a rolled up blanket to gently place under your knees, that can be nice. Personally, I love an eye cushion or something very light to just place over the eyes. And aromatherapy that is calming and soothing to you as another option. perhaps lavender or chamomile or frankincense, anything that you find meditative and deeply relaxing. And as you are getting situated, I invite you to notice any itches, scratches, things that need to move before we settle in. Because in Yoga Nidra, I find it so much easier to deeply relax in a Yoga Nidra relaxation meditation when I get all the wiggles and itches out at the beginning and remain in absolute stillness throughout the practice. And it's likely that at some point the desire to move or itch or scratch will come up. If you are able to resist the temptation, it will pass. And once it passes and you've remained still, your relaxation level just goes so much deeper. And as you are getting settled, make any final adjustments, move any clothing wrinkles out from underneath you, adjust your blanket, whatever you need. And this meditation will be so helpful for those who might be less visual in our meditations, those who might not see as much in the inner vision. We'll make it quite visceral in a good way. As you are getting settled, I invite you to imagine or think about someone that you've known in your life that you find to be very soothing, compassionate, loving, understanding, nurturing, and healing. It could be a family member, someone you've known for a long time. It might even be someone that's well-known or famous that you don't personally know, but you find their presence and presentation to be quite healing and soothing. Just take a moment to think of who that person might be for you. And this person will be your Watsu therapist, Watsu healer during this meditation. Imagining that as you lay here and start to settle into stillness, this Watsu healer so smoothly, effortlessly, calmly supports your head and neck as you float on your back. So much so that you don't feel the need to lift your head at all. It is held in just the right position for you to breathe and relax. No weight, no effort. Perhaps you feel the palm of the hand of your Watsu healer gently supporting the back of your heart on your upper back. And though your physical body will not be moving now, I invite you to imagine the calming, smooth, fluid sensations of this nurturing healer gently floating your body through the water. The warm, soothing water, calming tension, and the temperature is just perfect. It's not so hot that you could only stay for a few moments. It's just right so that you could remain in this water for hours in total comfort. And just for the next 2 to 3 breaths, imagine that with your inhales, the support, the nurturing is holding you, and as you exhale, you are just surrendering to the support of the water and your Watsu therapist healer. The inhales, you're inhaling the water and the arms of your therapist to hold and cradle you. On your exhales, you are just melting, surrendering, releasing, letting go. Beautiful. Imagine this oh so fluid, slow, rhythmic movement through the water. As your body is being floated gently through this pool, more and more tension and stress is released. More and more warm, nurturing calm moves into your being. Imagine in particular that the normal need to hold your head up is not at all necessary, and your body starts to trust that you don't need to hold your head up at all. And your neck, that is always working to hold your head up, is starting to deeply surrender and relax, and even trust the nurturing support that's here for you. Just notice what it feels like for all effort to be gone from your neck and your head. And as with most Yoga Nidra relaxation meditations, we go through various parts of the body. As I mention these different parts of the body, I invite you to simply be present with my voice and awareness of that part of the body. No effort is needed. In fact, we want the opposite of effort. We want to let go of effort from that part of the body as I mention it. Let's begin with your left thumb. Imagine the warm, soothing sensations of being gently, fluidly glided through the water by this loving, healing Watsu therapist. Your left thumb is able to completely relax. Feel that warm, deep relaxation flowing over to your left index finger. And it continues on to your left middle finger, left ring finger, left pinky finger. Total warm, soothing surrender in the palm of your left hand, flowing around to the back of your left hand, gently flowing up to your left wrist, into the left forearm. Total peace in your left elbow. And that warm, soothing surrender flows to the left bicep, left tricep, top of the left shoulder blade, left side of the upper back. Warm, soothing peace flowing into the left side of the mid-back. Zero effort in the left lower back. Total calm in the left glute, left hip, left hamstring, back of the left knee, left calf, left Achilles, heel of the left foot, sole of the left foot. Warm peace flows into the left big toe. Total calm in the left second toe. Flowing into the third toe, over to the fourth toe, and finally the pinky toe. Calm and peace gently flowing up through the left shin, the front of the left knee, the left quadricep, the left hip crease, left side of the abdomen, left rib cage, left side of the chest, left collarbone, with zero effort and simply awareness. I invite you to observe how the left side of your body may be feeling different than the right side of your body now. And as we progress through the rest of the body, I invite you to remain very present with the part of the body that I'm mentioning, beginning with your right thumb. The warm, nurturing peace completely relaxes your right thumb as it flows into your right index finger, right middle finger, right ring finger, right pinky finger, palm of the right hand, back of the right hand, right wrist, warm, soothing sensation flowing into the right forearm, right elbow, right tricep, right bicep, and now it flows to the top of the right shoulder and starts to make its way down to the right shoulder blade, right side of the upper back, right side of the mid back. No effort in the right side of the lower back. Peace in the right glute, the right hip, the right hamstring, back of the right knee, right calf, right Achilles, heel of the right foot, sole of the right foot. Warm, soothing peace flowing into the right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and little toe. As that warm peace makes its way to the top of the right foot, the right ankle, the right shin, front of the right knee, right quadricep, right hip crease, right side of the abdomen, right rib cage, right side of the chest, and flowing on up to the right collarbone. Now observe how the body from the neck down is so warmly nurtured, held, at ease, at peace, calm. As we now bring this soothing energy into the back of the neck, and it gently flows around to the throat before making its way into the chin, the left side of the jaw, the right side of the jaw, the lower lip, the upper lip, the right cheek, the left cheek, the left ear, right ear, warm, soothing surrender in the right nostril, over to the left nostril, into the bridge of the nose, the right eye, the left eye, left temple, left side of the head, back of the head, right side of the head, right temple, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, the entire forehead, warm, soothing peace. And finally, the entire crown of the head at ease and surrender. As the entire body is now nurtured, held at peace. Once again, imagining the sensations of having your body gently, fluidly glided through the warm water, totally at ease and at peace. Your Watsu healer cradling and supporting your neck and head. The hand of your healer gently supporting the back of your heart, allowing your heart to feel safe and at ease. Fluid, smooth, gliding, rhythmic movements through this warm water. To further deepen your relaxation, I invite you to a backwards count. I often find the backwards count to help my mind release the repetitive thoughts or any negativity. I find that the backwards count takes me to a place of deep relaxation. Without moving your lips or your tongue, silently count with me backwards in the following manner, beginning with the number 54. We will count like this: Om Shanti 54, Om Shanti 53, Om Shanti 52. Om being the universal sound and Shanti signifying peace. Count silently, effortlessly, only mentally, backwards, all the way to 0, or until I ask you to release the count. Wherever you are with this count now, simply let it go. in this place of deep surrender, support, and stillness. I invite you to connect with the wisdom of your own soul. That's the part of you that was around before you were born. We'll continue on after your body is done. And it's also the part of us that remembers why we actually truly came here. I'm going to ask that your soul start to point some things out to you. Pain, tension, even at times disease in the body can be a bit like the gauges on the car dashboard, there to call your attention to something. If you are about to run out of fuel, a warning light will pop up. If your car overheats, a warning light will pop up. If your tire pressure is too low, in many cars, a warning light will pop up. The body can be similar. These pains, these aches, sometimes diseases are here to show us something within our being needs love, attention, or nurturing. I'm going to ask that your soul help you uncover what is at the root of a particular pain or tension in your own body. Maybe there's just something that you need to acknowledge, and the simple acknowledgement can bring relief. Maybe there's someone that you need to forgive, perhaps even yourself. And that forgiveness can bring immense relief. Maybe there's a mindset that no longer serves you that needs to be shifted. A burden that you've been carrying that isn't yours to carry. Or maybe something else altogether. Just for a moment, let your soul bring to your calm mind an awareness of any knowledge that you need related to pain or tension in the body. And again, asking your soul if there's any guidance on how to apply this knowledge or anything you can do or change so that this pain or tension in the body is no longer necessary and can easily release from your being. Take a moment to feel that guidance. What is your soul saying you can do or apply or change to release this pain or tension? Between the loving, nurturing presence of your Watsu healer, the nurturing of the warm water, and the support it gives your body, there is such a greater sense of ease and peace now. And we are going to bring one more helpful element. I invite you to simply create a prayer or intention that will help you be so liberated, at peace, and in the highest possible mindset from this point forward. Just be present, sense, feel, and formulate that prayer or intention silently now. Now imagine that you could concentrate that prayer or intention within your own heart center. Take a breath into it in your heart, and then slow exhale through your nose. The next time you inhale, bring the energy of that prayer or intention to your throat. Take a slow nose exhale here. Breathe into it one more time, more deeply at your throat. And sigh it out, sending the energy of your prayer and intention to the highest places, calling it in, creating it, manifesting it, bringing it into reality. I invite you to remain in this deeply relaxed state as long as your schedule will permit you to. Remembering that when you do get up, to take your time oh so slowly and spend a moment rolled over on one side before slowly pressing up to seated. And please also hydrate well after you get up. Thank you for joining me for this deeply relaxing, stress-relieving Yoga Nidra. May you be empowered, liberated, and so at peace. Until next time.